Yeah, thank you, Oireachtas, and thank you very much. I was just at another meeting, so I'm coming and going. And again, I met our guest there a while ago. So look, I'm not sure if I missed some of the questions or if I'm repeating some of them. So I just want to know, can you discuss what support survivors receive at present and the gaps in the unmet need? I think, with the thalidomide, where do you feel there's big gaps? And I'm sure you might have done this, or what changes are needed in the disability service to appropriately meet survivors' needs? And also, do you feel that this is recognised? Do you feel it's recognised as a disability, or what are your, what do you feel on that? And just one other question then in regards to the migrants and the integration policies and how policies need to be strengthened to allow individuals to live in communities. Where do you feel? Do you feel it's lack of funding? Is it lack of supports? And maybe just is working through local authorities or other groups. So maybe if these questions haven't been asked, maybe you could come back to me with these. And thank you very much. And sorry now for coming in and out of the meeting. I apologise.
And we might just put that to the migrant group at a later stage, because I'm not attending. But
apologies, I didn't know if they'd come in because I'm coming and going. So apologies, Oireachtas. I'm coming and going. Yeah.
No problem at all. Fully understand. So, and I know that an awful lot of members are coming and going to meetings.
Yeah, we're speaking.
On a Thursday between the Shannon and the Dáil, but at the same time, everybody is giving the time to these issues. So maybe if you reflect on Jennifer's, I suppose, on the unmet need and what needs to be done, maybe there might come on that. So who wants to take that? From the Thalidomide Association, maybe first? Yeah, Jackie.
I mean, Jennifer, to be honest, we have addressed an awful lot of your questions earlier on throughout, and it's interspersed, and I don't want to, out of fairness, to repeat ourselves too much. But Fionnuala outlined the current support. Like, there are supports that are money-based supports and monthly payments, and then there are supports that we're meant to have, but the problem is that these supports are not universal around the country. We highlighted issues in terms of geographic issues, so that, and we know that this is an issue anyway, generally, particularly with the health service in Ireland, that some barriers are often geographic based rather than, so even if you have a medical card and you're living in Kerry, you might be able to, in fact, it's very difficult to access the same service in Dublin with your medical card, because, you've got your different CHO area and community health organisation area. So there are very practical barriers that are what I call systemic, bureaucratic barriers, as opposed to inherent. In terms of your question about do we believe that we are, accepted and identified as disabled people, absolutely and quite definitely. And thalidomide survivors very much are disabled people. We have, and we're disabled people in the context of the social model of disability, which is that the society, political, legal framework is what disables us. But our impairments are based on being thalidomide survivors, just to create that distinction and clarity and understanding. So we all live with impairments, but our disabilities arise from the way society interacts with us, including the state and the institutions of the state. So they will be the main kind of comments, and I don't want to repeat everything we said. We certainly described in a reasonable amount of detail a lot of the unmet need and the lack of joined up thinking and the lack of a response that is flexible and unique, responding to a very small group of people, of 40 people in this country. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.